Hello everyone, it's Emily Wilkes from Go Get 'Em Coaching here. I'm just going to quickly try and share this in another group. I'm doing a bit of a trial run today as I'm going to be sharing a live training session next week in 2 different groups, and I wanted to make sure I've got the technology right. So just apologies while I start watch party. Let's see if I can do this. Share with Courageous. Let's see if that works. I hope you're all having a lovely Friday. Now I can hear myself, so I better turn the volume off. Oh, I'm hearing myself back. Alright, we'll see what happens. I wanted to jump on, aside from testing out my technology, as to whether I can share in the 2 groups, I wanted to jump on today because, as you all know or may know, I've invited you along to a training session next week, and it's all about wellbeing strategies to help put the spring back into your leadership in your life. I really want to acknowledge that this time of year can be difficult for lots of people. We're coming out of winter and coming out of a time of year where our well-being tends to become secondary to other things. Our days are shorter, the weather's colder, we tend not to do the things that we ordinarily would do in those warmer months to look after ourselves, and sometimes that can lead to us feeling a little bit low in our mood and unmotivated and a bit bogged down in the day-to-day sort of, things that we're working on. So the reason for the training is really to take us into spring and help to lift, and lighten the load and lift our moods and our energy levels a little bit, and really spring into the last quarter of the year with a really positive, energized feel. So one of the strategies I just really wanted to talk to you about today, in preparation for this, is something that I've been actually doing for myself the last few days, and something which I thought might be worth sharing. It's a pretty simple thing which I know a lot of people do from time to time, and something which we all know is helpful, but often we put off for another time. And for me, that has been unsubscribing from a heap of emails. So I'm saying this also because I'm in the process of starting to connect and communicate a lot more with my people in my email list, my people that have subscribed to programs and different workshops and things with me over the years. And so there's quite a number of people on there who I will be communicating with a lot more regularly, as I will be within these groups as well. And I guess one of the things that's really important in terms of our motivation and our energy is how simple our lives feel. And sometimes if we've got too much going on and life feels very complicated and confusing, and we've got numerous sources of information and chaos kind of coming at us from all different directions, we can feel more overwhelmed and stressed and kind of bogged down than we would if we were to streamline things a little bit, let go of some things, and really simplify our lives. I'm actually just going to shrink this down because I can see myself back on the video and it's really off-putting. So what I've been doing the last few days is basically going through my emails, kind of searching via in alphabetical order. So I'll go through and I find that I might have received 20 emails from eBay or something, and I can just click on one, unsubscribe, copy, delete all of those numerous emails that were sitting in my inbox which I've never looked at and never will look at, and just completely let go of that. And basically I've culled so many emails from my email inbox. I've unsubscribed from heaps, and over the last few days, as well as new emails come in that I didn't realise I was subscribed to, I'm just, unless it's something that's really relevant and useful to me, I am unsubscribing. Unless it's something that adds a lot of value to me, I'm just unsubscribing, because anything that I can do to really simplify my life at this point and reduce the amount of input that I'm having to deal with on a day-to-day basis is a helpful thing. So I guess it's a very simple thing that I wanted to share with you. And again, as I move into starting to email people on my list more often, I mean, it's a focus of what I'm actually sending out. Is my intention is to only send information that really adds value and is useful and helpful, communicating about workshops that are coming up, requesting your input and insights into the kinds of challenges that leaders are facing and the kinds of things that I can do that would be most helpful for you. So that is going to be the target of my communication, is reducing, well, I haven't been communicating heaps anyway, but my intention is not to bombard people with a heap of irrelevant stuff. It's really about streamlining and putting value into those emails, or communicating stuff that's of value to you. But on the flip side, then it's I guess I'm handing over to you to say, well, is this actually relevant to me? Do I really want to be receiving this? Is this content really going to help me? And if it is, then you leave it on your list, and if it's not, you unsubscribe. And so it's really that kind of being ruthless almost. One of the thoughts that entered my head that helped me to kind of go through this process was, well, a lot of these things, anytime I need to know, I can just research and look into it. So I can just do a Google search and find information about this or that helps me. So really it's more about, do you want to stay informed with upcoming stuff that's happening that you might miss otherwise? Or, what is it that's of value to you, and why would you be subscribing to something? And if something isn't of value to you, then you just unsubscribe, delete it from your inbox, and just simplify and streamline that one simple area of your life to kind of lighten the load a little bit and help boost your energy and your sense of well-being. So I hope that you found this brief video useful. Please let me know, leave a like or a comment if you've had a chance to watch it. Let me know. I'm sure you've all done an email cull from time to time. Let me know some of the things that you do to streamline and simplify your life and lift a bit of the load off your shoulders. I'd love to know what works for you. And just a reminder, I will look forward to seeing you on Wednesday. I've put an event in the group that I will be online at 11:30 on Wednesday the 11th of September to deliver the masterclass, which is wellbeing strategies to help put the spring back into your leadership and your life. There'll be a workbook to go along with it, and it's a free training. If you're not already in the Create, Lead, Live group, this video is being delivered in there right now, but I will send this out to my list for anyone that doesn't get a chance to see it. Please join us in the group. We would love to see you and have you be a part of the training. The training will be live in the group. Well, it'll be live at the time, and then the recording will remain in the group for a week, and then it will be converted into a paid program from there. So make sure that you're in there for that week, so you'll have a chance to jump onto it while it's free and available as a resource to help you spring into spring. I'll look forward to seeing you next week at 11:30 on Wednesday. Until then, have a lovely weekend. I'll speak to you soon. Thanks. Bye.